Alright, lesson 2 technique. We're going to recover some of the material we talked about at the front end of lesson 1. If you'll remember, we had this 1, 2, 3, 4 finger exercise that looked like this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So hopefully you've been practicing that, because what we're going to do now is we're going to find out some other coordinations that we can gain from practicing that. In the course of doing this, you're going to find that your hands are just going to be starting to do more of what you want them to. The reason for these exercises is, and you could try this, try to take any one of your fingers and move it and see how much your other fingers actually move. See how I can move my fingers fairly easily without other fingers being attached? It's called finger independence. And that's what allows guitar players and musicians in general to be able to do all those amazing things you hear, because their fingers can move freely from one another, allowing you to play more difficult things or making easier things more simple. So here we go. Here's the variation. Since we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, what we can do is, instead of starting, for instance, from your first finger, let's start from our second finger. And we're going to go maybe 2, 3, 4, and then back to 1. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 1. And now you'll notice that as I play through, my fingers are already all in position. Okay, I'm ready to play the frets that my fingers are at. So I have 2, 3, 4, and then what I have to do to get back to 1 is be sure that I lift these fingers off the guitar, because the 1 won't sound if my fingers are still there. Okay, here's another variation. You could go, how about 3, 4, 1, 2. So that time I just kind of went the same way, but I started from my third finger. Or how about starting from your fourth finger? 4, 1, 2, 3. It's pretty simple, right? There's, a fairly large amount of different ways that you can do this. So feel free to explore as many options as you can. Instead of always putting your fingers in the same order, try taking and doing them out of order. For instance, 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay? Of course, as I'm referring to these numbers, I'm referring to not only my frets, but also which fingers I'm using, because you remember this is your first finger, second, third, fourth. Here's one more variation that you could try out. You could do that in reverse. 4, 2, 3, 1. Once again, concentrating on lifting off the appropriate fingers. 4, you'll notice my third finger is floating. 2, 3, 1. Okay? So there's some different things for you to try. If you spend a little time with that, you're going to find a huge payoff in a short amount of time, because your fingers will start doing exactly what you would like them to do. Okay? So give that a try.